So, there was the other day I was doing PvP, was messing around here, and realised I haven't demonstrated something. In fact, there's been rather a lot of progress I've made recently with, began largely with spring shoes. In short, I just did a bit of research into a bug which I remembered happened with spring shoes, whereby just very rarely... Can I get that without a speed boost? In theory, yes, but I'm bad. Okay. Yeah, so there was a bug which seemed to just occasionally happen, where for whatever reason, when doing a spring jump, I'd be able to get a double jump directly afterwards, and that's not how spring jumps really should work. That kind of went against a lot of the intuition for them. A lot of stuff we've kind of gained much better knowledge of. In particular, there's a thing in the client where if the game doesn't have a... So essentially, depending on whether I'm in a single jump, double jump in the air, or basically depending on what state I'm in, I will do different attacks at when I attack. Essentially, I'll ground pound, I will do a mid-air lunge, or I will do my normal on-the-ground attack. However, what doesn't often come up, unless you're trying to make it come up, is the fact that other attacks are also possible. I'm 100% certain I don't need the... well, I'm bad. I don't need the speed boost for that, but... yeah, so essentially other attacks are very much... other states are potentially possible, and the devs didn't always explicitly code in what they wanted the game to do in each state. As a result, what the game actually does is it defaults to ground movement. And so I suspect when we're in the air, we're in a state where there wasn't... where the game doesn't have anything explicitly telling it what to do. And as a result, it defaults to the ground movement. So when you attack, which is what lets you do things which you shouldn't be able to do in the air. You shouldn't be able to use more spring shoes when you're in the air, but you can. You shouldn't be able to attack whilst you're in the air in order to ground pound stall, kind of like this, but you can. However, the second you attempt to jump, if you are in the air, the game should notice that you are in the air. It should. So if I guess I actually need to get up here. I do need imagination to know this. But essentially, I'm going to try and explain this briefly. I'm also going to show off some of the things which are now possible with this, because it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to... Yeah, I guess. That was actually really nicely timed. But yes, so if I walk off and now jump, you see I only did a single jump. I only did one jump. I only did the second half of a double jump, as I fell there. Which is a little interesting, right? Because the game clearly thought I was on the ground because I was attacking. But yeah, essentially the game doesn't actually necessarily always think you're on the ground. What it seems happens is that, if I had to guess, is that the game... It seems likely that the game temporarily spawns something underneath you in order to enact the area of effect attack, and that but I know from various testing that those things are really short-lived. They don't exist for very long. So essentially, if you jump whilst it's still there, you can get... So if you use this staff to cancel it, because this staff has a really, really low stun timer. Well, it actually has some stuff to prevent you getting movement stunned. And same with most Ninjago weapons. Then you can cancel out of a super jump or something like that very effectively. So for another demo, shout out to Caleb for finding this one. Yeah, you can get up here. there's another trick. If you've kept up to date with all of my messings around, you'll know that I've looked at some stuff of the big one. With 2 players, you can use the big one to get up there. But that, for the moment, doesn't seem to be doable. Well, it is doable in single player, but it just requires a much longer out-of-bounds route. But yeah, I thought I would show off some of these because LU really fairly heavily relies upon, in lots of places that you don't necessarily realise, very heavily relies upon the fact that a minifigure can jump a very exact height, and just assumes that there's no way the minifigure would ever be able to jump higher. And to be fair, most of the time in the game, you can't. However, there are now a growing number of places where this can be avoided. So I'm just going to see if I can pull this off here. I've never tried this before. Essentially for this video, I just want to, and this time it's my jump, I just want to mess around, explain some of this stuff, but like look for some new outbounds with this. Yeah, so the way that the timing for this, I will try and talk through buttons as I am pressing them. Oh, that probably won't do that here, just because. There we are. Okay, that's a surprisingly easy out of bounds. Let's get back in bounds again. No real desire to stay out of bounds there. Yeah, so, alright, so the timings for this. Essentially, your character is stunned whilst they're moving upwards. However, from the second you begin moving downwards, your character gets unstunned. I assume that the original reason for this was so that the character could attack, and that the character couldn't attack if it was stunned. I'm not certain that actually, or specifically the fact that the aim of the super jump is to deal damage, and I guess maybe there were issues if you had the player stunned whilst attempting to do damage. Normally that I wouldn't assume that would be a thing, because I know for a fact that the player can do damage whilst they are also stunned. But anyway, for whatever reason, from the second you start moving down, the stun is taken off your character, and you can do things like attack with the staff. So yeah, essentially you can use the staff to cancel, and the staff to cancel your animation, and then you can, if you time it right, essentially if you time your jump directly after the staff is finished, then you don't have, then you can get another double jump. Unlike spring shoes, the cooldown on this is long enough that you can't really effectively chain it, and even if you could, imagination would still be an issue. To be fair, I haven't tested like the very maximum amount I could stall this. So maybe you could in theory. I don't think you can. But this is a classic. When I can pull it off, this is a classic. You messed that up. Oh, yeah, I should explain why I am not fully regenerating my imagination. So, yeah, this is really nice for getting very fast at times. Yeah, reason I'm not fully regenerating my imagination is because there is a slight delay. But where, if you have imagination, where the game checks whether or not you're pressing hold. If you don't have enough imagination, then the game won't bother to check that, because there's no way you could be using the charger because you don't have enough imagination to use it. Oh yeah, I guess there's another thing I can demonstrate. So yeah, that essentially. Also, anyone know why my character's shadow is now never present? I have absolutely no idea why this is a thing. But as of late, my character seems to almost never have a shadow. I wouldn't assume it's something server-side, because the shadow's almost entirely handled client-side. But for whatever reason, this has been an issue of late. Let's go the fun way up. I don't recall if I feel if I probably don't. Alright. This one's reasonably tight if I recall correctly. Messed up. Yeah, so essentially, if you have sufficient imagination after using the super jump ability, there is a short delay whilst the game checks whether or not you're in a charge up. In that delay, you're just going to fall down a little bit further, so it's not... I mistimed there. So yeah, so it's not worth... Yeah, there's no reason to have extra imagination. It just makes this much harder to play. Why can I not time my jumps now? Honestly, to be fair, I'm surprised I had as many successful runs as I do, because very, very easy to screw up. So. Wow. I mean, I feel confident that I've demonstrated sufficiently that I can do this. That I don't need to feel I've missold people on this being a reasonably simple trick to pull off. But when I can't get it, I can't get it. There we are. Normally, okay, so I didn't quite make it there. Normally, as a general rule, if you're not getting it, you're probably jumping too late. It's the point at which you jump is fairly soon after. I guess I should get this properly in muscle memory, and then, well, or at least just get it recent. I'll just say when it is I'm jumping. Attack, jump. Okay, that was probably too late still. Sorry, vocalizing is hard. Yeah, I noticed that I get in and out of periods of being able to do this well. Never let it be said that I'm reliably consistent at something. Well, especially not anything in LU. Okay. I mean, this is very much life of trying to pull off cool tricks, etc. Like, I get them semi-reliably and then forget them, and then like lose muscle memory for them afterwards. This does happen regularly. For whatever reason, I get on a bad streak and then remain on it. I should be really following my own advice here and actively noting that I'm going too slowly, and therefore actively compensating for that. That's really what I should be doing. Attack, jump. No, still too slow? Attack, jump. Attack, jump. Okay, I'm going to go for attack, jump. So to be clear, the timings here are no different from anywhere else. It just be like this sometimes. Attack, jump. And there I panicked and just spammed jump. I know I could use the micro gear, but I might as well. Regen 5 with that. Well, I hope you're really enjoying this riveting gameplay, which literally requires me to wait between attempts. I apologise. I mean, presumably, if you're watching this, you know what you're getting in for, but still. No. Okay, well, I made the jump. So I'm also never 100% certain where I actually need to jump to on this, because I think it's that direction. I don't think jumping down helps at all. It would make sense that it would do. I don't recall if it does or not. Yeah, normally I might like stop and start this video again or something, but really the video is going to be me attempting to get places. So like this is this happens to be a known place, but like consistency is still going to be necessary wherever I go. So there we are. That's the right demo. You don't go too far to the right just after that, or you will fall. You'll fall into a hole which is hard to get out of. Actually, I don't think you can get out of it if I recall correctly. Whilst I'm here, I might as well demonstrate something interesting, which is the following. So I've lined up my character, or I've lined up the centre of my missions with the wall up ahead. Wait a second, I've shown this before on this channel, I realise now. Might have been too far. Yeah, it was too far. Oh well. There's... Actually, that probably wasn't too far, judging by the fact that I slid off of it. It's more likely the case that it was... that my lineup's slightly off. That's only something I'd normally do when I have a shadow, and I believe I've demonstrated that in a previous video anyway, so no huge need to demo it in this. So, that's one nice demo. That gets you into the whole out-of-bounds route, and it's actually quite useful and somewhat unique for the fact that it's the only way of getting into the out-of-bounds route with your spawn point set to Epsilon. I was gonna look at the Triceratops area, but there literally is no point. That is such an easy out-of-bounds to do as it is. There's no real reason I'd want to find an alternative to it. So, okay, no, let's move on. So the one thing I really want to take a look at with this tech is the Ninjago caves. Because... Well, not the Ninjago caves, sorry, the Ninjago attics. Because previously there have been things on there which, which I found basically everything found ways of doing if you had the ability to use lanterns. But some of that, if I recall, last time I did some of the tricks I used speed stacking for. Back when we didn't realise speed stacking was a bug. Speed stacking has now been fixed, and so gonna need to update, take a look around those. I think most of them I did quickschooler. I did with not quickschoolless, but I did without speed stacking, to be fair. But I know that there were definitely certain ones where I needed to use a Ninjago hood, and that's very much definitely not going to be the case with this new super jump. So I should say the important thing about the super jump trick is the fact that you can double jump afterwards. That's the thing which makes this interesting. Because for ages, super jump cancelling I knew about, and you just didn't use it because you can't stack. You can't stack super jumps. You can't keep using them whilst you're in the air. One thing which would be really nice, one thing which I'm kind of looking for at the moment, is a way to change. I guess, is there anywhere else I can think of that I might want? I can't think of. There's nowhere really in Nimbus Station where it would be all that interesting to mess around with super jumping up that I can think of anyway. Like we already did the one out of bounds. I can't think of anything else. So I spent some time messing around because there's one potentially interesting thing in Nexus Tower, which is you could, in principle, super jump cancel to essentially the assembly teleporters for some. These are the ones in the assembly corridor outside. For some reason, they don't have any collision above them. So if you can fly up from there, you can get out of bounds. The issue is that the game notices when you enter one of the bounding boxes. Now you can get away by going in. You can get away with going into one of those boxes without one of the bounding boxes without being teleported. by entering it. The teleportation will begin, but it takes a second. In that time, you switch minifigure, reload the game, and you respawn back inside the bounding box when you reload the game. But because you didn't move into it, you appear spawned into it, and it doesn't teleport you. From here, in theory, you could super jump and get out. The issue, and to be fair, I think you probably have the height. The issue, quite enjoyably, is that the super jump takes you just high enough that you re-enter the hitbox again during the time you're doing the single attack. So whilst you're falling down with that attack, yeah, the game will start teleporting you. That, in and of itself, I guess, wouldn't necessarily be an issue, but the teleporter stuns you, which is an issue. Hello? For context, I mean, technically you can see this by the way the camera's snapping, and the way it's turning. I'm trying to move, and it's very much not letting me. Don't know why. I was about to complain with the fact that the spawn point's down here, but to be fair, I guess they had no reason to assume anyone would die on the way to get up there. Alright, so, I mean, there's, I guess, a couple of places I'd like to take a look at. I'm fairly certain this isn't going to be doable. The timing is not going well for me today. I doubt this is going to be doable. It would if the physics object you got from this remained around a little longer, this would be possible. But I don't think starting from effectively 0 speed, you can make it all the way over here, even with the speed boost. I'm waiting way too long. Like, I can actually feel when that time like that's just... Clearly me talking is making me vaguely worse at this. Yeah, there's too much distance for me to think that I can make that, I guess, in the future, so no. Does Call even have anything interesting in his attic? I don't remember. I feel like most of this was fairly trivial. Could be wrong though, so... Unironically always gets me. Alright. So yeah, the kind of thing I want to look for is just, can I just, like, straight up get on top of here? This probably not. Yeah, I really, really know how to double jump. Okay, don't ask why it was able to target that. And more importantly, why I was able to hit it from all the way over here, I guess. Okay, that time I thought I did it soon enough. Again, this will probably take a few tries, and to be fair, I don't actually expect to be able to get on top from here. However, I do expect that I will be able to get on top. Oh, I'm glad I caught that on video. That's something which is occasionally... There it was definitely correlated with the lag spike. But yes, okay, that occasionally happens. I have no idea why. So there was that slight... There was a delay which felt almost like the delay I'd get if I had imagination. And then, for whatever reason, the attack didn't cancel the ground pound. Still too slow. Still too slow, but ideally, if I can feel I'm too slow, that's good, because I can then make progress in actually improving that. It was too slow there. Clearly was. If that happens, so if you do the lunge attack and hit the ground and deal damage when you hit the ground, that means that you've gone too early. I mean, that looks like I had enough height there. I just can't take the trick of this. Always ironic how inconsistent I can be. It's stuff I literally came up with. I shouldn't be this bad at this. It always gets me, but one way or another. I swear I did it early enough. That's interesting, because that was the same bug again. Never had it happen, like, repeatedly in any way. But that was interesting, because that also... I got the double jump. And it still only cancelled it, like... I suspect if I knew why Woo's Imagination staff cancelled the attack, I know a bit more about this. But I also don't know why it does that. Because very few things will actually cancel stuff like that. Why is that? But yeah, for whatever reason, Woo's staff seems to be able to short circuits. It's also not specifically Woo's staff, it's the Ninjago weapons. Seem to be able to prevent other attacks from executing concurrently with them. Why can I not pull this off? I'm gonna go just stand somewhere else out of sheer confusion. Again, you saw me hit this multiple times at the start of this. So please explain to me why I am now suddenly so incredibly bad. I don't want to resort to just spamming space, because that doesn't get you anywhere near as much height. Congratulations, Somnus, for reaching level 36. I guess congratulations, Villa, for logging in. Okay, I'm now actually genuinely confused and wondering if there's something here which is preventing me doing this. I'm fairly certain there can't be anything. Especially given I did get the double jump on that previous really bugged attempt. Again, I apologise for what this content so often descends into. But hey, at least I'm not giving the impression that this is easier than it is. So I think of all the impressions I'm giving here, none of them are of this being easy. Please explain. Why I bad? Empirically I bad, but why I bad? We need theoretical breakthroughs to understand why I am suddenly so bad. I also shouldn't be attacking too early. That's just not a thing I should be doing anymore. Okay, this has never been anywhere close to happening consistently, ever. That delayed it doing the ground pound thing. So, I mean, for whatever reason I can't hit this right now, I'm glad that's happening, because that's cool to at least see. Did one of the LEGO Universe devs just decide they were going to push a hotfix today? Well, I guess not today. I guess in the past few minutes. Oh, apologies. Made the mistake of not muting. Let's look. Muted Discord, but not Outlook. Rocky arrow. Again, that really should. That was actually a really well-timed attack because that was so high in my jump. But I started so early there. Like I now am spamming space just to see if I can work out what's going on. There shouldn't be an issue of me being too close to a wall. Like I've never noticed that, and I've done this closer to walls before. I'm gonna watch this back later because I'm probably gonna put a compilation together of all the times that happened. I'm so confused. Okay, I still can make it. I'm just timing things way too slowly. Good to know. Really, what would be a good idea is to get something I can listen to which has the timings. Okay, it is working if I just do that, so I just need to do it in a non-spammy way. And it's not too early. I really would have thought that would have been soon, though. I'm genuinely confused. Because, like, I was hitting this consistently earlier. It's one of those things, if I stop recording and start again, I will hit it consistently, but... And again, that should never happen. That should not be a mistake I'm making. The temptation is to use the Hood of Quakes, but that would make... to give me continuous regen, but the odds of that giving me imagination right as I reach the peak of the jump is just too high. Why am I like this? It's just going to descend into me being incredibly confused by my own lack of ability. I mean, yeah, the annoying thing is that is so definitely doable. So I'm fairly certain there's a flag back here normally. Fairly certain it's a flag which wants you to use some lantern or whatever. If I recall correctly. I seem to recall this being a place that I couldn't manage to get. At the very least, I might have needed speed stacking for it. So like this is an interesting place to get, and now I know I can. Or maybe it was on the other side I had to get, but regardless, if I can get to one side, I can get across. Okay. I really should just look back at the video at this stage, just to see, because I really suspect I'm still hitting it too late. Had I calmly... Actually, to be fair, had I calmly... Maybe I could, in theory, be I'm actually hitting it too early. So to be fair, I don't think it's... Okay, that again. Good to know. My personal theory for that at the moment is that I'm attacking, like, right at the very peak of the jump. There are one or two reasons that could be causing that delayed thing. So those were 3 attacks there. But aside from that, it was roughly right. And I do something like that. What the heck? I'm just really glad the first half of this video exists to demonstrate that I'm not... Oh, hey, that was actually fairly good and I didn't make it. Maybe you can't. I'm just glad the first half of the video exists to demonstrate that I actually can do this normally. So that probably was too late. The other thing I could attempt to do is watch my imagination spinjitzu time out. Wait a second, did that play the noise for the attack hitting? Because I was fairly certain the attack doesn't happen with the imagination star. So my initial thought was that... So initially when I first observed this, I thought the attack was happening. Well, okay, no. My theory prior to just now, at any rate, was that the staff was somehow cancelling the attack. Yeah, so there, we didn't get any noise of the attack. And if I recall correctly, it doesn't deal damage. Check, there's something, definitely something psychological about this. Is that just that I step further back there? Surely that's not it. Surely that can't be what's... This has got to be placebo. This has got to be placebo. I refuse to accept that it's me standing too close to something just because there are so many other places I did. The only thing I can think is that maybe a lot of the other times I've stood close to something, the wall I've been standing close to is diagonal, pointing away from me. So maybe when I reach the peak of my jump there isn't, and for whatever reason, the physics object that gets spawned is colliding with one of the walls, and that's doing something weird. I think it's far more likely than just I'm placeboing. It's just a bit of, not placeboing, confirmation biasing. I do have a habit of mixing those two up, just as common logical fallacies. I guess placebo isn't a logical fallacy. It's actually the exact opposite. It's something that shouldn't work, caused by a logical fallacy most of the time. Which, to be fair, I can respect. It's literally just a, this shouldn't work, and therefore it does. There we are. It should not have taken me that long. Okay, interesting. Like, in theory, that's going to be possible. Let's go along there. I'm not going to... I feel I should get this at least 1 or 2 more times, just because, like... I mean, part of this was going to be me practicing this technique anyway. It really shouldn't be this bad at it. Even more should not be doing that. Yeah, I'm ironically actually pushing my first attack further forwards in time when it's my jump that should be going further forwards in time. That, I think the jump was too early, though. Maybe I've been pushing the jump too early and have been... It's really hard to judge this. I'm sure people can. In other games, judge whether they're early or late, but without having any clear cues to read off of, I don't. So that I was actually later, I think. I get the vibe I was later. I could be wrong. Okay, let's actually just... Because one of those times I, like, did that. But to be fair, I can actually just practice this on the ground, because it's just the act of jumping right after, surely. I don't think there's that long of a delay when I do this. If there is. I guess let's... Normally I'm honestly... I've got my eyes fixed on where I'm going. So let's see if I can look at my character and notice any signs. Well, aside from me being too early. So yeah, it's really easy to judge whether you're too early or too late on the attack. That's really easy, because it's just... Do you fall too far, or do you lunge? I like this. Why are you like this? It's just me. Ooh, that's weird. Interesting. Okay, so let's just... So yeah, that's, at the very least, jumping onto there, easily doable. Just clearly bad. That was kind of close. Okay. So this, I guess, actually should be way too easy. Okay. Yeah, that is way too easy. Good to know. But yeah, also note, I just... What? How did I just get it so easily there? Sometimes I really, really don't. Okay, yeah, so you can we know we can get up to there. Clearly not as easy as I would like to imagine it is. See if I can get on that ledge there. bad. I am getting salty at my own lack of talent. Oh, interesting. I landed on a ledge there. Right as I was falling off. I wonder if I can reach that. Presumably I can do the same thing. No, okay, there's no lip there. Yeah, anyway, I think we can call this room definitely cleared. So we can get everywhere here. I'd like to check that one area. I'd like to do it without having to build this quickly every time. I really thought that was going to go a lot sooner. Just judge my timing severely. So that's probably too high jump. It's surprising, like, really surprised me quite commonly how much height this actually gets me. Okay, let's go for this. Oh, okay, I feel like that thing disappeared at the edge, at the very end there, but I think you could probably get around it unless... Let's just check how far out those go. No, okay, I think, yeah, that looks doable. It's very hard to reset to. I really should have been on a test server for this. So I could, you know, not have to waste your guys' time with me. Well, to be fair, I'm assuming anyone here is wasting their time by choice. Assuming this is doable. That is tantalizing. I think that's also doable. So there's a trick for making really long jumps off of platforms, and it's known as slope speed. You probably have heard me talk about it before. Essentially, it's a boost you can get. Just annoying. It's a boost. It's basically. You can convert some of your downwards momentum into forwards momentum by bouncing off a sharp edge, or technically off of a slope. It honestly more often seems to, well, no, it depends. Depends what you're trying to do. For technical jumps, it seems to more often be applicable to sharp edges, where the slope is provided by your character, but there are a reasonable number of times where it's also provided. Or if you're like just, if you were say speedrunning on you, then it's more likely to come from just going place to place. Am I in a bugged state at the moment? See no evidence that I am. Okay, I'm clearly not. Okay, yeah, that's doable then. It's very doable. So, okay, next room. So I can say this has now been cleared in multiple different ways. Because to be fair, that last one literally just required a speed boost. I assume to get up to the ice one, you probably need more than that. Hello, Villa. Where am I going? I'm going lightning. But yeah, so the reason I wanted to do this is because I didn't know all of those tricks in that previous room would work. I'd not done them before in that room. The previous ways I've cheesed these, I don't know if this counts as cheese. It's maybe speed strat. It's normally hard. So the annoying thing with this room is I never remember where I'm trying to go. So presumably up there. Yeah, so the really nice thing is that... Okay, no, this is definitely top level. That's on the other hand. Yeah, I think I can get there. Well, no, I can definitely get up there. I can probably get up there from down here. But if I'm being edgy, I could also probably use this to do so. First off, let's lose some imagination. Okay, one extra, I guess. Surprised. I can't exactly tell why that didn't work. Because I feel like I definitely went to higher places on that previous room. Also, really thought I get some imagination from that. Shows what I know. Alright. We have. That's going to be hard to get to. No, if I can get up there, it won't be, will it? Maybe this is too high? I shouldn't be off of that, but to be fair, I don't think it was lack of height I had on that previous one. I think it was lack of speed. No, that's easily doable. Okay, again, given my previous demonstration, my ability is possibly not easy, but... Or possibly I shouldn't be saying easy. Do I have a fountain of imagination? Okay, I nearly ran straight up the edge there. Maybe I try and just get timings right to do this with Pillar Quakes. It could just be I need to do that. I'm wondering if that's too soon. I'm wondering if I keep trying to push this sooner and I'm just hitting it too soon every time. I know I've also, by the way, said this before. Where I'm vaguely repeating myself. By vaguely repeating myself, I mean I'm repeating myself. There's nothing vague about it. And now I'm too soon. Too soon on the attack. I should not be messing up the attack. The attack is the easy bit because you have so many cubes. Okay, so that was it. Yeah, so I'm hearing the thunder. Essentially with the, I'm adding in and hit is the thunder. With the staff. So I'm listening for the noise of the wind, that's the, and then I just clearly that doesn't work. I really thought Because it should be the timings on the ground should be the same as ones in the app. Maybe I just was too soon. Maybe I'm getting confused because there's the noise of the wind as I move on as well. But yeah, okay, I think I'm just going too early. Okay, we got that again. I've gotten that so many times today. I wonder if that is because I also know I've landed in too early more times today than I ever normally do, so I wonder if those are correlated. And that it is literally me just hitting it like perfectly at the peak or something. It's so tempting having a free imagination thing there. Maybe I just learned to work with that. Make life a lot easier. Okay. So that looks like a doable jump to get onto there. I suspect it's not going to be. Okay, it is. It is. Can I recover this? In theory, yes. Okay, so that's a doable jump to go on top. From there, we can get to the next platform. If I can't get this quickly, I'm going to just go, but I might as well try. Give this a couple of tries just so I hopefully get better. Yeah, okay, I was doing it way too early, it seems. Good to know, good to know. Okay. So I'm going to take this a different angle this time. Okay, recover. Okay. Oh, that bounced me off sooner than I anticipated. Was there something around the back that I bounced off of? I'm wondering if it's possible to just climb it. I felt like I hit something. Yeah, okay. Okay, no, so I can't just climb it, but I did hit something. Good to know. I don't think I don't think that's high enough that I could jump from there. I could probably super jump from there, but I don't see any reason to go to a harder place. Let's go jump. Yeah, okay, it is literally, I just got two in my head and started trying to do it quickly. So here's where I probably fall. So let's try. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, I messed that up. Okay, that's progress. Where does this take me? I haven't done fire speed just yet. Okay, well, this is going to be a little bit more force than I anticipated then. Okay, I have done lightning though, because I've got that. Bad. Okay. So, okay, it's just interesting I was going too soon then. And that's why I was messing up so much. I think it's just an interesting little feedback loop of I knew I was messing up, therefore I was trying more concertedly to wait it out. But not to wait it out, but like to just go early because I thought that was how you improved it. Clearly I was wrong. That surely was too late though. I'm pretty certain that was. So, okay, I guess the cue is probably if you start falling too late, if I had to guess. That's just me. That first thing I've got a queue for. Well, yeah, essentially that's missing there. That's fine. I mean, I shouldn't be doing it. I at least can judge what's going on. Diagnose why. It's just. Wait, what? I didn't do anything. Okay, I mean, it doesn't matter. I knew I could get here anyway. We did it before, so... Let's just get onto that. So let's first off look for its point of closest approach, because I just guessed. It doesn't... It bounces quite heavily at the ends. Give this another go. Okay, that did seem too late. Where did you take me? Assuming, yeah. Yeah, I think that's just too high. But, fortunately, we do have something to counter that. I really feel like I might die. The annoying thing is if I cut this video to help zombies out, then I have to spend ages having it render back into a single video. Well, does anyone viewing have issues with me taking a second to help out zombies? If so, let me know. No one said anything, so... If it's in the fire dojo, we might have issues. If it's I'm just specifically thinking if it's getting the fire dojo flag. Or flags which require a there's also, I guess, if you have Somnus's caves, there's a nice thing we can do on the way there. Villa is asleep, so it probably will not be of much help. Okay. Is it going to be a co-op thing? Yep. Yes, it is. Do I attempt to flanks? Is the real question. There's absolutely no guarantee, especially with what we've seen today, that if I attempt to flanks, I'll actually manage to. Just trust my timings. Do not trust my timings. Yep, that is why you don't show off, kids. Especially if you're me. Oh yeah, so I should say, I think this one's possible to do as well if you just run quickly enough. Oh, this is one I actually can't do. So I would flex by running over to it, but no, I physically cannot do this one. whilst I'm here. Close. I don't think I can. Yeah, no, that's too high for me to recover it. Okay. So. Yeah, okay, so we were trying to get that. Okay. Trying to get the one blocked behind the fire thing, which ironically I definitely can do it. Stuff. And the fact that I have got it just means that I very heavily speed boosted prior to. Or I assume this was the character I went through these on prior to the match. But yeah, I think this is just one of those perfect places to demonstrate how much the devs assumed you couldn't get higher in a specific height. Just by how much being able to does break a lot of these areas. Do not despawn, thank you. On this. Yeah, okay, so I can make it onto there in theory. The question is, can I land there stably enough to get around? Because I'm assuming that ledge is stable to stand. I should test that. I don't know what this does, but in case it's helpful. Had I like taken a step forward, maybe? It's one of the points where pulling that off with spring shoes probably would have been better. Okay, let's really make sure I'm close to the edge then. I'm going very much to the closest point. Well, that wasn't what I meant to do, but... Okay, I think I did my second double jump too soon. That feels just close enough that I really should check out whether or not there is the amount of physics I'm thinking on the other side there. Because I'm just assuming based on the other walls where I could bounce off that side, it will be possible. I guess it's not necessarily going to be the case. I just got jump scared. I just got properly jump scared. We saw nothing. Nothing occurred. I appreciate. I appreciate it's obviously doing what I'm assuming was coming down to help me out because I'm bad. It's not as necessary as they probably think, but seems to be reasonably necessary. I'm just interested in getting over here. So from over here I can definitely get on top of there. Can I get around to over... Dang it. It seems like just a kind of tight timings. that. Well, this wasn't the way I planned on doing this. That is something I can in principle use. I think I have to relog to get rid of this as well. Correctly. I think that's persistent. Still have no idea how to cause that bug. So essentially, the bug there is that I maintain the fact that I'm keeping my position relative to the moving platform, even when I've left the moving platform. Don't know what causes it. Yeah. Okay. Do I just? I think I do. I'm so bad at this game. Should stop being incompetent. I said I should stop being incompetent. I think I could even spam jump up here. Just given how low this is. Okay, there we are, because... Okay, what's this person trying to do? I don't know where are you trying to go? It would help if I knew how you were actually meant to do these. Okay, so is the end goal to get over there? Because if I can get up there, I don't need to go back there. To be fair, this... to be fair, I haven't made it up here without... I had to use a launcher to get me here. Where are you trying to go? I'm confused. I feel like I'm missing something really off. That's not me having a go at someone. That's... I feel like I'm genuinely something obvious, because I don't know where the flags are. Off the top of my head. It's more like I do them regularly. Too soon. I'm really interested in the fact that I've been going too soon longer than I think I realised. Okay, yeah, so that looks like I had the height. I don't know whether or not we've had the distance. So this is one imagination every 3 seconds. I think I should just learn to use it as part of this combo. Don't know if that was close as in doable or close as in not doable. I guess there's no real reason to aim for that. Okay, so what is it I'm aiming for? Probably aiming to, what, super jump from there to here? Because I don't think I can make that. It's worth a try. They clearly assumed I couldn't make this. Recover? No. Ooh! Oh, dang. I possibly could have. Gone back up via that. Right. Really played my cards well. Just don't have that long to play your cards. So in case it's not clear what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to... Nice. I'm trying to get a line up, which makes that favourable. I was trying to get a line up, but I now know I have to try to get a line up for that. So that then opens up, and should I assume open up this side to me? I don't think there's anything there, but I think it's all over there and up here. I guess that's premature. Honestly, it's really strange how I can go through these periods of being very able and then completely unable. Okay, so where... Okay, I'm gonna try from this side again. Really? I like trying to just do things faster. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to try from that side again because I feel like it's doable. Oh, and more importantly, it'll be easier to do a repeat setup. I think I can jump from there again. So incidentally, that was also the slow speed thing I was referring to earlier. That was how I made it up there. Timing on this is going to be rough. Wait, why does my shadow now appear? Shadow been here since I relocked and I just didn't notice. It's very possible. Regardless, I need to relock again to get my character back, because otherwise there is no way I'm going to be able to time and judge things. Because whilst I don't necessarily consciously process everything, I do have to process it somewhere somehow. Okay, my shadow is now present. I had so much hope there on that jump. Like, why did I think there was any hope of that working? I'll protest that up. Just going the fast route seems easier. Why do these... I swear those normally have effects on them. Honestly, maybe it is easier to go from there. Okay, let's bite the bullet. I'm gonna have to wait out the cooldown on this. So, oh no, there's now so much more. I shouldn't have done that. No, there's now so much more timing. Let's be aware of. Nope. Bad decision. Never doing that again. Let's cool down. I'm so out of control right now. I need to lose some imagination. Yeah, essentially this just forces me to lose imagination, which to be fair is faster than gaining it, but it's still very hard to do it. Okay, thank God. I'm not trying that again. For anyone wondering why I don't use that, that's why. I'd never tried it before. I figured it about me, and I wasn't wrong. I also can, in theory, get closer, but I'm not assuming this small amount of distance to that much much of a problem. Okay, I'm now messing up these again, which is fine. It just means I need to calm down and jump later. Not that late. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I completely forgot that there's the quick build over there I could be using. Okay, now I do flex. Now I am legally obligated to flex. You cannot ask me over to the fire dojo and expect to not have me flex. I wonder how obvious what it is what I'm doing in the attics. People who don't know me. People who know me, it's trivial. Am I not getting a response? Dang it. Yes, okay. Good. Good, my legally obligated flex. Oh, wait. That was satisfying. What's it? Confused. Is there something around? I can think of two. Is there? And then maybe there's a. Maybe there's one of their units. I mean, I guess this is working as a demonstration of the tricks you can do to get these. Source? Lost. Oh, up there. Oh, up there. goes over here? I'm now very, very confused. I guess that was one skip demoed. Regardless, so at least this is a rather topical set of questions we're getting. Well, I might not be able to help. I'm also fairly certain there's not another co-op one over there. Am I just bad? It's very possible. Oh, yeah, I am bad. But this is going to be a bounce issue. Oh, it's a platform. Yes. I guess that's what I can do. Because that one... Honestly, I could probably... Okay, with a speed boost and get on top there. No, there isn't another one over there, surely. Surely, no. No, there is not. I'm so deeply confused. Because I'm also not. No, are you just telling me? But this is also a co-op part flag. Okay, maybe something really helped with that. I don't know. Anyway. Beg to differ on the magnitude there. Okay, so I guess... This should be easy enough. I'm quitting Lego Universe. Stupid game, don't like it anymore. What the heck was that from me? What am I doing? So bad. I'm still amazed that walking backwards trick works. Like, the devs de-cheesed so many things and they left that. Okay, I stopped running because I thought I was going to make it. I just misjudged the jump. That's doable. Well, to be fair, I'm glad someone started about that because I've forgotten there was one in the corner over there. I haven't noticed it. I've shown how to do the final part flag before, but I guess it doesn't hurt to do so again. speed boost equipped if I want to make this. Oh, no, I don't need it apparently. Okay, cool. On absolute principle, it's always worth a try. Are we? Not quite high enough to reach the ceiling. Yeah, okay, so that's, I guess, the fire dojo conquered. So, yeah, so next up is seeing if I can finish the lightning dojo, which I'm not convinced is possible. It looks really close to being possible, but you seem just too far away with both of the methods. Ooh, wait, what? That shouldn't have done that, should it? What's happened there? Is that like there's just a tiniest bit of jump? No, that... I swear I'm jumping off of something there, but is that before or after I leave? After? Yeah, I'm not landing on something if I do that normally. But I guess I can test this more easily, can't I? That's interesting. So that's another little bit of extra height you can get then. If you timed it right anyway. No, I'm messing this up now. I think it's you just go. What? Okay. It finally has enough. That's fair enough. I can understand that. So I think that means those have been updated, which might mean some of the old bugs I used to pull off with them are no longer possible. I do find this hilarious. Okay, so what does this button do? Is this button, like, does that maybe hold that in place or something? Or is it meant to, but it just doesn't? Because I don't see this doing anything. I'm very confused. You can see this is becoming a theme. I'm very confused, Ninja. Yeah, okay, so that's... Yeah, so we can make it up there. When I'm being competent. Which is, as you can tell, a fairly small proportion of the time. I hadn't considered that maybe that could actually be practically useful to use to get extra jump height. Well, I guess if I'm trying to do this without, then no, that's not practically useful. This would make, I must admit, this would make an all-hot lag speedrun really interesting. like there would actually be some quite interesting stuff there. Ooh, is that still there? Just invisible? No, it actually does disappear. Part of me wonders if I could clip inside that as it respawns. I guess that'd be something to best tested with jetpacks. I may look into that at some point. Really edgy idea. Could I get on top of that? Seems like maybe I could, but this is one of those where it's going to be really hard because I'm kind of cramped from camera angles, so I can't rely on watching as much as I normally would. Can I recover? No, move the way down. Might be doable. Not going to assume it's doable. Probably won't rely on it. Can I maybe get it from the other side? Surely that would be easier. I'm basically wondering that if I can get on there, could I get on top of the wooden pillar thingy? And if I can get on top of the wooden pillar thingy, then I'm in a very, very nice position. Should just be able to jump to the next. I basically want to get on this. This physics may extend up to the ceiling, but it might not. It also might get soft lock. It would be a funny soft lock. This will also be, knowing stuff about these will also probably be quite useful in the Ice Dojo. Heck yeah. There it is. Okay, this might be the first time, so there's no real reason I need to jump up here, but I'm going to, because I've never reached the ceiling on any of these before. And so that's just not something you ever really assume you can do. I think that failed because I bombed. Okay, I'll come in from a different angle this time. Yeah, that looks... Yeah, I'm fairly certain I'm bonking. Okay, cool. In that case... That feels... I wonder if I could get that with super jump height. Maybe come a little way down the ice thing, and then get up there. So it does feel close to being possible. The one big issue with super jumps and super jump height, and in terms of getting places, that whilst it gets you height, it loses you a lot of speed compared to running forwards. So it's not... So most of the time, if you've got a long jump, you probably don't want a super jump. Oh, didn't even need a speed boost there. Cool. So yeah, do I... Do I go down there? Because there's still enough height that I can get there with the super jump. So ironically, this doesn't have ice physics, as they never assumed anyone would stand on it. I mean, whilst that was good, I just didn't have... That was the best time to use my speed boost. It's actually out by the time, actually. Possibly not out. It's definitely close to out. I'm going to wait. I'll wait out the cooldown, because that was going to be close otherwise. We're back into a run of me being unable to get these, I see. So these give you more height than I initially realised, actually. Okay, that was too slow. Resetting. What I really need to do is start picking up on the visual cues, because I do think there are some. I think when I'm too slow, I begin to fall. Which is, I think, what happens there. There I was definitely too fast. So that's something I need to be more laid back. Yeah, just knowing those visual cues is so important for stuff like this. Just because it lets you actually actively improve rather than it being a random process. But unfortunately, I'm not very good at fighting. Okay, I did that, so let's, I guess, give this a go quickly. I was trying to save some time by doing that on the way. Spoiler alert, I didn't succeed. Okay, so I was too slow there, because I noticed that I started to fall down. That was fairly good, and I wasn't anywhere near it. That one looks really hard. That might cause me to accept defeat on that, to be fair, because I don't see another way. aside from if I can get on top of this, but I at the moment don't even know if it's possible to get on top of here. Like, even in theory. Like, it could be the collision just extends to the top of the ceiling and there's actually no way. Okay, maybe... Okay, I'm gonna give getting on top of the pillar another go or so. Just because... and then I'm gonna go over to ice. If I recall correctly, for doing ice, that was actually potentially very important. Being able to get on top of these. That's what I found last time. Investigated. I'm really sad I don't have the consistency at the moment. It's like last night. Was it last night? No, it was yesterday. I was doing some stuff and I mean, I was surprised at how consistent I was. Okay, maybe there's not I shouldn't be too shocked that I didn't manage to keep it up. Because if I'm surprised at my consistency in something, it's a good sign that I don't know why I'm so consistent, and so I probably want to continue to be. Don't you dare despair. Thank you. You're just completely losing your sense of direction for a second there. I do not feel bad about failing that particular shot. Especially given I didn't even realise I'd landed. I wonder if the reason I'm still going is because I have a hunch that maybe the Spinjitzu lanterns will reset this. Makes it harder. To be fair, that would actually be an interesting challenge at some point. I mean, you can see, I would be so bad, but it would be an interesting thing to try out. Worst possible time. Still made it, but really don't want to time it for when it's moving away. I did it in my head because I was going to get the momentum from the platform I was standing on, but it's not worth it. It's not a good trade-off. I like the ice sound effect. Up there on my use sound effects tier list. noticing that. And hopefully correctly identifying it. It could be I'm saying that and I'm just completely wrong. It's entirely possible. I almost wonder what if I did a jump based on getting slope speed off, based on running up here to be at full walk speed and then get slope speed off of the other side. Seems like in theory that could work. That'd be more effective than the nonsense I'm currently trying. That's fine. I must admit, Quixocle speed plus Ninjago stuff does mess me about. Because Ninjago is about friction. Oh yeah, I said I was going to move on after a failed attempt or two, so I should do this. Put that on the list of things to take a look at a later date. I mean, if everything's doable in ice, and I suspect it might be. I don't recall exactly. But of the things I can remember, I think a few of them should be. The game. We'll briefly stop, however. I realise I also might not have been getting a second jump earlier. It's just the animation that plays when you come up from the soil is that of a second jump. So I could have been completely wrong. So it's that I think I want to try and land on. So yeah, that I definitely can land on. So that backpack flag's gonna be hard. Okay, let's first off do everything else, I guess. So yeah, I'm fairly certain that's the one which is technically co-op, but you can build both of these things sufficiently quickly to get up there. I'm doing it without building them. Need to get on. To be fair, you can probably get on top. Okay. I see what you're saying. Nope, I should do this. This is also a perfect demonstration of whether or not the smashing ability of this is actually active, because if it is, I should break this. Shot. Doesn't matter. Forgiving hitbox. Makes a change. Easily doable. Oh wow! I didn't expect that to be easily doable, but okay. Got that backpack flag. Where are the others here? I really don't remember. So I think in one of these, there's one on one of these beams. Just take it as given. That's easy. So I'm never certain what that button there is meant to do. But either way, this is easy without it. So yeah, I can definitely go on there. Is there meant to be one behind here? Probably. That'll be why that's there. So, okay, let's What? Where did all my jumps go? Okay. Yeah, okay, so I need to get there. To get there, I need to get... That should be... I don't know, I feel like if that's not doable, like, normally, then I can definitely spring jump to it, but I think it should be doable normally anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, okay. It's not meant to be. So I feel like you probably could get from there to there. But... okay, that's that. Yeah, I feel that's got to be doable. I could do it another way. I prefer. I instinctively prefer, especially on ice physics, I prefer things which involve me running around as solutions to problems, even if other ones are available. That's... I was fairly certain that room was just visual, but I had to check. Yeah, okay, doable. Wasn't even how I intended on doing it, but doable. Shouldn't have been as close run as that was, but oh well. Doesn't matter, because we are now here. Pick it up there, pick it up there, super jump. No reason I would want to, I guess. I guess maybe routing, if one were to think about this for the sake of a potential speed run, then routing would actually be quite important there. Could you? Yeah, you could. Huh. Fair. So this even as a backup strat. Maybe not that easy of a backup strat, but okay, so, I mean, that was just fast. Fire Dojo done, Ice Dojo done, Earth Dojo done, Lightning Dojo to go. I don't think there are any real difficult heart flags in the caves, are there? I could be misremembering, but I'm fairly certain there aren't. I guess I should demonstrate cave entrance skip as possible. I don't know it is, but I'm sure it has to be. And to be fair, essentially, so there's a video I wanted to make on the main channel for a little while. I've never gotten around to it. It's probably related to this, actually. Speed boost with this. Ta-da! So to be fair, I think this means you can do most of Ninjago without lanterns. Oh, sorry, well, at least all the heart flags you should be able to do without lanterns, I'm fairly certain. Unless there's a heart flag in one of the like pit boss areas in the main battlefield. Maybe that, but aside from that, I don't think there are any. Okay, so in that case, it's just lightning. Let's give some of those harder jumps a go or two. Interesting. Ooh, wait, what happened there? That shouldn't have happened. Huh. I was wrong. I thought you getting the imagination coming back was something from... I think that is something from the server, isn't it? I guess I can test this. Oh, yeah, bad. Of course that would have done that. Come on, reload. Yes, okay, good. Okay. I will test that at some point. disconnect, wait until lag go away. Jump use, and yeah, okay, I was wrong as to how client-side and server-side that was. So the animation of your imagination, I always thought it's the imagination coming back was server-sided. It seemed it's client-sided. I guess I thought that because there have been bugs in the past involving it, and I guess the imagination disappeared shortly after it came back, and I just equated those two. I guess you could also just do this with a speed boost. Oh, maybe not. It's the one thing with the attics, the camera gets very cramped a lot of the time. I want to pull this off now, because this is the last bit. If I can do this, then everything is officially doable. No Ninjago required. I mean, yeah, the nice thing is there's no real penalty to me trying that and missing it. Assuming I can jump. I'm fairly certain I would have checked that anyway during previous times I've looked at this. Too slow. Because I was watching that time. I'm hoping this means that I do build up a more robust intuition. Didn't feel possible. I forget where I actually jumped from on that, but it didn't feel good, so let's go with this again. Ooh, I mean, I made it that time. I just bounced my head on something. I don't know what. I started down low enough. I shouldn't have bounced my head up top, but maybe I did just hit the. Okay. I really don't want to admit defeat like this. But this doesn't feel doable. We know we can make it over there, I guess. But there to here didn't feel doable. And this is just such a long jump to have to try and make. The one thing I'm thinking is I do actually get far. A bit of height. Yeah, I don't know. That one actually. just nothing else I can use around here. Yeah, okay. I don't have enough height. That was fairly positive. That's good to know, at least. Okay, so yeah. So I don't have enough height with just a speed boost from there. I can't get enough height to get up there. I don't think. I'm almost 100% certain from the thing on the ground. I don't seem to be able to get up on top of that. Yeah, like, I'm fairly certain this doesn't get me anywhere near higher. Yeah, no, that's not a chance. I will... I guess I will demo. I will attempt to demo. But yeah, I mean, there's no way. Yeah, I didn't manage to, but no, there's no way that's happening. The issue is, without that, I don't actually see a way over here. I think maybe I can use this to get I don't get much momentum from this, but you do get a tiny amount. Really tiny amount coming up. Slowly you're moving. Oh wait, why am I trying to get over there? We know I can get over there. So I completely forgot we had a jump from here to there. So, alright, that is doable. I guess I'll take the long but more consistent way around. Sorry. Okay, I forgot that was possible. What does this quick mode do? Does this do anything useful? So move back. Cute. Yeah. This actually will just be useful. Oh, it's still probably too high, actually, isn't it? Too early on the attack. Feels way too high. Didn't pay attention. Think too early on that place. Anyway, that's not. So we can get up here, but this... Oh! Oh, I can do this. Oh, this is going to be hard. I can definitely do it in theory. Well, we'll see. So I think I made it into the air. Whilst I try and work this out, I might actually use Hill of Quakes and regen my imagination fully, because just to test if I'm getting the height, that is useful. Messed up. I don't think there's any advantage that could give me. Oh, is that another... That might be another place to get to. Surely I can... I don't know. If I can make it up here, I can get there. If I can't make it... There's no way to make it. Surely I can make it over there. Yeah. That is something weird. That looks kind of good. Right, Head of Quakes, your time to shine. If anyone was I'm a big fan of the Head of Quakes, it's just absolutely useless in this context. I mean, that's definitely letting me... That's definitely letting me reset myself. Okay, many interesting things occurred there. So in theory, this could be a bug with these. I don't know, these might not be implemented 100% accurately. Regardless, it's very, very cool. I didn't even process what I had to do there. Do I want to actually start going for... Didn't process anything there. Wait a second, what happened there? I swear I attacked on the way up of that one. Ooh, what if I... do something like this. Still fall back down even whilst using this. Okay, but I think that works. Guess I can give this a go. Heck yeah. That is possibly one of the most convoluted tricks I've ever pulled off. To be fair, this might not actually be a doable jump. Still, even after all that. That does look like a long way. I think I bonked it. Okay. Oh, I also realised there's no easy way for me to get up there because I don't have a fire head or anything like that. I don't have it's first with Jutsu. Right. How can I then not have away from that? Oh, that looks easy. It's also just going to be the case that like, I did that earlier in this video and I forgot it. Strongly suspect that could well be the case. Okay, we made it over there. Let's just get... From there we can get over to here. This doesn't help all that much. Maybe it lets us, that might let us get a bit closer. Maybe I can just jump from there. Probably well timed small jump. Okay, slope speed might be doable. to set up if I fail. This is going to take me a couple of tries to get the time for, isn't it? Unless I cheat. There are technically ways, I guess, of making slope speed jumps easier. They lose you. They're not as effective. So maybe I just work out how to do it properly. Full slope speed. Oh no, I can't do that, can I? That's not a legal trick. Dang it. Completely forgot, because obviously it's not a legal trick that uses Spinjitzu. You technically never go through one, but still using the lantern, it's not a valid strat without the lantern. To be fair, it still saves time in a speed run. But because like that means you don't have to get all the way through the jump. You only need to get up to lightning Spinjitzu. At which point, instantly, that remaining one would become trivial. It would not only become trivial, but it would also have a speed strat associated with it, which would be cool. Would it? Yeah, because you could. I guess we're already have a... So okay, I think I will officially say I'm stumped for now. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I guess I'm going to test out to see whether or not a generalised trick is possible. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Ninjago. I'll see you around. Bye.